Hi everybody, Happy New Year. This is the Sister Stitchers channel. I'm Lindsay. Heidi's not here this evening, but we are gonna do a WIP parade. So I have them here. I have 33 WIPs and I have my notes over here. So we got 33 WIPs. It's up a couple from last year and we'll just get into it. I have no specific order. This is we're just gonna go. But I am gonna start with my newest one, which was my New Year, New Start for 2021. And this is a Mirabilia. It's on a primitive hair 30 count linen called Ocean and Skies, and it is Andromeda. So I just started this on the 1st. Today is, what is today? The 3rd, January 3rd. Heidi's gonna go ahead and put in post-production, she's gonna go ahead and put in the pictures of what these projects are supposed to look like. This one is kind of old, really old. This is Mr. and Mrs. Claus from Brooks Books. There's Mr. Claus. These are freebies on hers. That's on a gold perforated paper, and this is Mrs. Claus. There's 3 stitches. So sad. These are very old and they need to get finished. This one's called Margarita Sampler. It's by Casey and her last name starts with a B. And I started this for Mania in 2020 and that's all I got. I never picked it back up. Another sad one. We'll get to some good ones in a minute. This project is by Designworks. The art's by Joanne Elliott, and it's Imagine. And I don't even know which way it goes. I think it goes this way. It's a mystery fabric. I don't know. Some of this stuff I'm just not gonna know. On here is an this is gonna be a UFO. It's on the same fabric. This is from Stitchery, 2018, y'all. Really old. Okay. These ones, this is kind of from sort of a series, not quite. But they're Blackbird design, and I was looking on the internet and I don't think you can buy them anymore. I couldn't find them. This one is called Texas Happy Hour. They're both going to be on a 25 count Lugana in bone, 2/2. So this is the start of a Texas flag. This is some beer and a boot, cowboy boot here. I started these in 2017, Mania of 2017. I don't think I should call this a WIP parade. I should call it like a parade of shame. This is from Blackbird Design as well. It's the same series. And you know what? This is actually all around Texas. And this one was Texas Happy Hour. This one has like the drinks. And then all around Texas. And, oh, this one's fairly new. This is called Santa Stories, and it's from Pickle Barrel Designs. It's on a 28 count loop lamb's wool Joblin, and I'm using this thread is variegated. It's a Dinky Dyes Shades of Wine. It's a silk. I just started it right before Christmas, and it probably won't come out until July, for Christmas in July. And it says, Santa, it's a long story. Here's my next one. Says, Merry Christmas, my dear. This is by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I've done a lot of changes, mostly in the snow. I used the silk lame braid. It has some glitter, and I added a lot of beads on the trees. So we got another deer and more snow and some stuff in the snow. And, oh, 2 more trees over here. This one, again, probably won't come out till Christmas in July. All right, this one's a really fun one. A group of friends, we were doing this together. It's by Hands On Design, and it's called Block Party, and this one's Java. It's a whole series, and I picked this coffee one, and it's so cute. This is on a 28 count Monaco with almost all the called for threads. The called for project has a dark, like chocolatey linen, and I put this on a tea dye Monaco. So I had to switch like the spoon and the coffee beans, the color, because the color would have matched the fabric. Also on here, there's another one on the same fabric back here. This one is called With Love by the Frosted Pumpkin. It's a koala bear, and this was a fundraiser for the Australian buyers. So I'm gonna finish that one too. Okay, this one, I have finished the whole bottom row, which is about pretty much halfway done. This is Greek Gods and Goddesses by Clouds Factory, and it is on a Under the Sea fabric, tarnished silver. Let me just check it. 28 count Lugana. The only change I've made on this one is the gold. There's a lot of gold there. And that is a petite treasure braid. Instead of, I think it called for DMC. Could be wrong. So cute. This was started April 2020. It was April 2020 I wanted it done in July 2020. That didn't happen. So then I wanted it done for December for Christmas, and that didn't happen. So I don't know, we'll have to make a new deadline, I guess. This one has a UFO on it as well. Uh-oh, I lost my needle minder. I had originally got this fabric for another project called Wolf Triad. That's how much I had got done. Maybe one day I'll pull it back out. Alright, this next one is a Mirabilia. And I started this April 2018 on 28 count Lucana from Under the Sea fabric, and it is Gypsy Queen. She's something. She's huge. first off. That's her hair, like over here. I've started adding some beads, and then it comes, you know, to her chest, and then this is her dress, and she's sitting down. Got a whole arm right here. She's a big one. I love her. Here's another very, very old one. This is a hands-on design. It's called Cool Beans. I couldn't find it anymore. It was a freebie from an LNS here, my LNS store. And it was to start off their series. So there is a series that goes with it. I don't know this fabric. This fabric is huge, guys. I was doing the whole 6/1 on here. It's a very interesting fabric. It works. It's gonna be cute whenever I do it, if we get it done. Drink. I hope everybody had a good New Year. I did. I'm looking forward to 2021. I actually had a really good stitchy year in 2020. I had 9 finishes, which is a lot for me. My next WIP, it says it's an E and then quickly, well, not even quite, just L and then a part of the Y. This is a Lizzie Kate. It's called Forgive Quickly. And I started this, I don't know if it was January-ish this year, or 2020, or January-ish 2019. I'm not sure. It was going to be for Valentine's Day. Didn't make it. This is a variegated thread that I can't find. If I find it, we'll pull that back out. Alright. Hopefully we're going to get through this fast, because like I said, I only have 33 WIPs. It's looking like we're halfway through. This one is, I purchased off of Etsy, and it's a Baby Yoda. And I had purchased this for a coworker, but I got laid off from that job. So this might very well become a UFO. But we have Yoda's little ear and his big eyes. Oh, well, not Yoda, Baby Yoda, the child. This one was also started this year. It's a Sal. I don't really know which way it goes. Which way does? Oh, it must go this way. This was a Peppermint Purple 2020 Sal for black work. I used Water Lilies Antique Rose for the center, and an NPI silk called Purple Pansies on the border. There's a lot to do on this. It was one for every week, but I did not start it on January. I started this in July, randomly. Random July start, and I did that one or two nights, and I haven't pulled it back out. This is a 28 count Lugana from Under the Sea fabric. We'll see if we get to it. Let's see. Okay, this one's from White Willow Stitching. It's on a 32 count linen from Under the Sea fabric, and it is called The Thinker. This is a black lab. I started it kind of like a memory thing of my dog that passed away. It was really hard for me to do 32 count linen. It's pretty much full coverage, but I will say the last 2 projects I did, which the Andromeda, which was my New Year, New Start, and I have another one that I did on linen, kind of coming over to the linen side. I love even weave. but it is getting easier to work on the more I work on it. All right, this one is an old one. It's the Hade, Heaven and Earth design. The art's by Selena Fennick. This is a J, the J. And I started this July 2016. I feel like I'm so far into it, I should finish her. Her face kind of creeps me out a little. And I don't have really, I don't know if it's showing the video, I don't have good coverage on this black. That's going to make up the whole J. But it's for my husband and he really likes it. So I have to probably finish this one. This one's probably going to go this year. I want this one done this year for sure. And then there's a counterpart to it. It's the L. And I started this, it goes this way. This one, I've started starting my projects on the bottom right corner. I just am liking it more. I don't know how to explain it, but I used to start at the top left or the center, and I used to go from the bottom left corner to the top right corner, and then the bottom right to the top left. Well, I switched to how I did it, so now I go from the top right to the bottom left, and then the top left to the bottom right. And I just find that I can work better that way because I can see my needle each time. I feel like my hand, the shadow doesn't cover the hole how it did before. So with doing that, I want to start on the bottom right and move left because I'm going that way. And when I get to a project here, I'll show it to you actually. This is another Heaven and Earth design by Selena Fennick. I'm gonna pull this bad boy out right now because I want to show you guys what I've started doing. So I was doing that a lot on this project. This is an Autumn Lane Stitchery Salve, which is a stitch along, and I am doing this on the called for fabric, which was a 28 linen. I don't know if the 28 part was called for or just the color, but I ordered the linen on this because I knew the vibrant blues and purples would pop better on the linen. So I said, okay, I'm going to go for linen. And that's where I've been getting a lot better at linen. But I've been getting further. Like, I'm not even up to date on this because they're in part 5 and I'm just now finishing part 2. But for the time spent on it, I feel like I've stitched a lot faster than I would have in other projects. And I was like, kind of like, I started down here we did the 3 fish first, and then I started down here, and I started coming up in that manner, and it was so smooth. So I'm definitely I'm gonna keep doing that way, from the bottom right, moving left and up. That's what I like. Now, it's changing. It's weird how my stitching style has changed over the years. This one was started, let's see, this year. I started a lot this year. This was started September 1st, 2020. I did put it away right before Christmas because I was finishing up some of the stuff. But I love this. I'm excited to get caught up. This one has some choices, which was kind of hard for me. That's kind of where I stopped with the choices. There's all kinds of hair choices. I feel like I want to see more of the design before I pick a hair. The hair seems like such a focal point. I don't want to pick the wrong colors. I bought the expansion pack, or the DLC. I don't know what we call it in cross stitch. So this one's gonna get worked on a lot this year. I just couldn't decide. There's so many choices. I'm like, I need to see the rest. Excuse me. Okay. This one's really old as well. This is a Lion King. started this at my very first retreat I ever went to, and it was started like November 2016. It's by Just Cross Stitch, and I think it's out of print. That's all I got. I don't even know what it is at this point. That's probably not getting worked on this year in 2021. This one, and I'm sorry if it's the wrong direction, I don't really know. This one was a kit, and I changed out the black Ada for a black Joblin. It's a smaller count. This is for, let's see, the kit is by Creative Accents, and it's called White Wolves. I really like this piece. I have some others that are more favorites, and I keep starting new stuff. This is another Heaven and Earth design, and I made a lot of changes from the J and the L you just saw. The J and the L you just saw was on a 14 count oatmeal something. This is on a 28 Lugana 1/1. And so yeah, all this white over here comes all the way this way and it comes down. This is called Mini Breathe In, Breathe Out. And she's going to be a gorgeous girl with red hair, kind of like laying on her backside. Super pretty. I really want to get back into this one. It got set aside and never pulled out for reasons unknown to me. The artwork's by Zindy Nilsson on Heaven and Earth Design. This one's very old. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen all of these, I'm sure, except the 2 or 3 that I started just recently. This is a Fairy Day celebration, and I am using Weeks Dye Works 2335, which is Jealousy. This was my very first like variegated floss, my first opalescent fabric, my very first 1/1. Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. She's not really a good travel. I wanted her to be a travel piece, and I carried her around for a while. She's really not a good travel piece. The 1/1, it just doesn't, with variegated, like, that's not a good travel piece. Too much focus. You gotta focus on that a bit too much. So, okay guys, I love this one. I want to finish this year. I really do. This is by Clouds Factory. It's called Haunted House. I started it March 5th, 2018. This is where I'm at. So, yeah, that's where it stops right there at the yellow. Oh, it's big. With that cute moon. I'm just working through it. This one, I believe I started in the middle, so I've been working out. I believe that's the top. I would love to have this done by Halloween. As far as goals, I'm not doing this year. Last year we were in Magical School of Stitches and some other things, and I'm not going to do that this year. I'm not going to do a WIP Go board. I did a WIP Go board last year in 2020. The pandemic really threw everything into a mess, and that's not an excuse, but I don't enjoy, I don't enjoy it, so why do it? I enjoy stitching on what I want to stitch when I want, and not having to like take pictures. Honestly, it was like a lot of the picture stuff got to me. I did like a lot of stitching, like all of this I've stitched, and I never took a progress picture in between anything. So I'm just not going to do it this year. But I do have like goals for myself. Like I want to get this done by Halloween. for sure. And I have like a couple that I really want to get done. I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna play the games this year. I'm gonna be on the sidelines. I'll be cheering everybody on. I'm gonna cheer on my sister, and I'm gonna watch. I'll probably buy more things, start more things, and totally be involved. Maybe do some, like if there's a SAL, that's what I'm doing. Like I'm in a SAL for Andromeda because I'm doing it. Cool. I'll join in. This one, I started January 16, 2018. This is a 2018 mystery SAL by Linen and Threads. And this was the first part February started. This was January, February started here. I was super into it, and then it was a lot. In 2018, if I was gonna stick to this, I would have had to stitch on it the whole year and only this, because I just am a slow stitcher who doesn't have a whole lot of time, is what it comes down to. I do want to finish this up. I'm probably gonna frog this, and then we'll just finish the first part. I really liked the colors I had picked on this. It was my kind of first little sampler. This was also a 1/1 on 28 count, just regular white. And yeah, that's what I got to say about that. This one I think I started in 2017, maybe 16. This is from Just Cross Stitch magazine, the Halloween edition 2016. Oh, so I started in 2016. It's a sugar skull. I'm doing it on a black Aida with a petite treasure braid. 2/2. Sometimes I question my choices, although it's very pretty. I question it while I'm stitching it, but then when I look back, I'm like, wow, that looks good. I'll be happy with this when it's done. These next two, they are hand towels. They're from a book that's Heidi's. And she even helped stitch a little last time on this. So here's 1 and 2, they're the same. This was a kind of a rushed mania start, so I don't think my heart was ever into it, but I still would like to finish them eventually. They're not a priority. Yeah, that's where we're at in those. This next one is on a 32 count Joblin by Under the Sea Fabric. It's called Black Magic. It's a Nora Corbett, I don't know. This is Miss Lowell's Dagger Wing. That's where I am. I think I might have started this at a retreat, or I definitely know I bought it at a retreat. I might have started it when I got home, but I did buy it. This is my first one that I'm going to do 1/1 skin. Gypsy Queen was already, like, the arm was already done, everything, when I learned about the 1/1 skin. And the Autumn Lane Sal, the Dark Queen, I was going to do 1/1 skin. I actually started it, just a little bit of it, and then I picked it out. It wasn't looking right for me. It wasn't vibing, and I'm already very far behind. Why am I going to do 1/1 skin when I'm so far behind? So I would love her finished. I'm getting a I want finished pile started over here. So I got her, I got this one that I just showed you, my haunted house, the Sal, my 2 Hades, the J and the L. Those are my hopefully to finish this year. Okay, you guys have seen this a lot, I'm sure. This is Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I chose, well, actually I didn't choose this. I asked Leslie with Under the Sea Fabric to just surprise me and send me a fabric. And she sent me Changing Leaves, 28 count Lugana. I'm trying to work. So this one I started on the bottom. I knew I wanted to start on the bottom. Now, how I was saying how I was starting on the bottom right and moving left. Well, this is 1/1. And the way I have to do 1/1 is like I carry the thread back, like fully on the back. So you get, here's my back. I don't care. You get a very, very full coverage back. That's my back. And that helps hold the fabric so that your stitch doesn't slide when you're on 1/1. And I thought about it mathematically. And to do that, I needed to start on the bottom left, because how I'm doing my top right to bottom left, but then I need to go to the right to go back top right, bottom left, right? And but we're gonna go all the way across here to make sure it's gonna fit nicely. And then I'll work up one border to make sure it'll fit. I wish I had more time on this. Again, I set it aside. I was really trying to finish some Christmas things that I didn't manage, but I was trying. So this got set aside probably right before Halloween, or I don't know. It's been set aside. I'm going to pull it back out. I don't know if I'll finish it this year, but that would be cool. I'm just doing a solid color, the whole thing. 1/1 28 count. We'll see how it comes out. Ooh, I need that. So a little needle minder fell off. This one is gonna get finished this year. This is a Rivaros. I don't know how to say the name. This is Walking on the Beach. I did start this at a retreat. I've changed some things. I changed the words. I did a belle soie, variegated, and I changed the flip-flops to pink. So there's still a lot. This is 1/1 25 count Lugana. It's super cute. I want that one finished because it's there, you know? It's really close. And guys, that's it. That's all of my WIPs, all 33. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. This one, my New Year, New Start. This one has to be up in the forefront too, because I love it. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's 9, 10. That we're gonna throw Gypsy Cream in there too. 11. That's 11, and some of those are big. Those are gonna be my focus for the year, for the whole year. Just those. This stack is probably just gonna be put aside. They're not. Oh shoot! I left the Christmas out. Whatever. Till Christmas. Those are my main 11. The Gypsy Queen, Mirabilia, Andromeda, maybe, Mirabilia, Lowell's Dagger Wing, which is Nora Corbett, the 2 Hades, the Autumn Lane Sal. They're big, and that's what I want to do. I'm very excited. Like I said, I had 9 finishes in 2020. I have 33 WIPs, and I have 9 new starts already kitted and ready to go. I'm trying to save them for Mania, but we'll see. Like I said, I didn't really want to play a lot of the games. I feel like Mania is a game, and not in a bad way, just I get down on myself because I don't reach the goals, or like if work gets really busy, which happens to me once a month. I get extremely busy. I can easily go a whole week without stitching. Just because I'm so like working overtime, so exhausted, and it just doesn't work out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this WIP parade. Let me know what you think. Let me know how many WIPs you have in the comments, and we'll be back. Thanks again for stopping by. Bye. Thank you.